everyone. This is the June 24, 2026 open meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission, which is being operated as a hybrid format under Chapter 22 of the Acts of 2022. The public can join the meeting remotely using your telephone and by dialing 408-650-3123 and then entering access code 942-845-549. Or you can join via computer at global.gotomeeting.com/join/942-845-549. So supporting materials for tonight's meeting are available on the town's website and have been provided to the commissioners. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda. My name is Michael Garland. I'm chairman of the Conservation Commission. And before we start, let me do a roll call. So when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Mark Sclamo.
Here.
Mark Kish.
Here.
Ricky Arizmi.
Here.
Michelle Koros.
Here.
I don't see Megan.
No, she's not going to be there.
Okay. And also Nat Bickford.
Here.
All right. So anyone that wants to speak tonight should sign the sign-up sheet, which Nat has. Please note the meeting is being recorded by Auburn Cable Television. And without further ado, the first item on our agenda is the 7 p.m. public hearing. Mass Futures LLC, a notice of intent to demolish an existing building and construct a new building at 615 Southbridge Street. Is there a motion to open?
Motion open.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed to vote.
Aye.
Good evening, Garrett Horsfall with Kelly Engineering Group, site civil engineer for the project, also the applicant Tim Johnson from Mass Futures LLC. Since we last were before you, there was a site walk about a couple Saturdays ago. I know there was just a couple comments relative to some of the restoration, seating within the riverfront and possible condition in order. That would reflect the wetland scientists, observing some of those actions and some trees that were just confirmed outside the limit of work. All within the riverfront over here. We believe all the comments have been addressed at this time and matter, and happy to answer any further questions.
Well, we did do our site walk. I think any questions we had probably were answered by what we saw. There were, where the well's located, it's in a, I guess for lack of a better description, a bowl. And there are some trees that had fallen in there. So I think, at least my feeling would be that those be removed as part of your construction efforts. Aside from that, I think the site is what it is. What I like about your plan is that it reduces the amount of impervious area. And that's really all I can say about that.
Thanks.
Okay. Michelle, any comments?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Is there any comment from the public? There being none, is there a motion to close?
Motion to close the public hearing for Mass Futures LLC.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, thank you for coming, and in all likelihood, we will render a decision to you.
Sorry.
Come on. Simplify. And I would, oh, look at that. The next item on our agenda is the 7:05 public hearing. Thomas Lewis of Tech Associates requests for determination of applicability for the renewal of a wetland delineation along the Providence and Worcester Railroad's right-of-way in Auburn for their new vegetation management plan. Is there a motion open?
I motion open.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed, it's a vote. So we had continued the public hearing because we had asked for material safety data sheets regarding the herbicides that were going to be used or proposed to be used by, I guess, the contractor that is going to be hired by the PNW. And we have received them. So I think that was the only reason that we continued the public hearing, and it seems that the applicant has met that condition. Is there anyone here on behalf of Tech Associates?
Yes, sir. Tom Lewis, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you fine. How you doing?
Okay,
So thank you for providing the safety data sheets for the herbicide.
of course.
Again, aside from that, I don't think we have any other questions. You know, the PNW has come before us in years past with their vegetation management plans. We've never had any issues with that. So I don't have any questions. I don't know if any members of the commission do, but if you do, have at.
I do not.
I do.
Of course, go ahead.
Okay. So how again are you going to notify the public that this is being sprayed? Because I know that you were saying that it's kind of far away from homes, but that does actually go the railroad does go pretty close to homes, and this is kind of hazardous material.
So there's a number of steps in the public notification process. First of all, there's environmental monitor notice that gets put out. Every community, the Board of Health, Select Board or Mayor, and Conservation Commission gets a copy of the YOP, which also lists the proposed spray dates. We also publish it in the newspaper. The Worcester TNG is the local one that we use for your area. But I'd also like to mention that we only spray a 20-foot pattern. We spray 10 feet left and right of center line. Most of PNW's right-of-way is a 99-foot strip of land. So we're only spraying that 20 feet. So there's another 79 feet of buffer, between adjacent properties.
Perfect. And what do you believe that is there runoff to this or?
So the products that we use, the ones that I sent you the SDS sheets about, in order to apply an herbicide in a buffer zone, you have to use sensitive area materials. The state maintains a list of products that they classify as sensitive area materials, and those are the only ones we can select from. And the reason they classify them that way is because they're shown to have what's called low fate and transport characteristics. So they degrade quickly in the environment, and they don't travel very far. That's one of the requirements that we have to use if we're going to spray it in a buffer zone. The reality is we spray the entire right-of-way as if it's a buffer zone because logistically it's just too difficult to switch products as you're going down the tracks.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
I do have a follow-up question. When do you believe the herbicides would be applied?
I don't have the exact spray dates in front of me, but it's probably going to be mid-July,
Okay. So
typically.
I know it's self-evident, but you're basically going through the same process with all of the adjoining towns, correct?
Every town, I have to submit an RDA. I do this in 69 throughout the state.
I imagine that keeps you pretty busy.
It does.
I have no other questions. I don't know if anyone in the audience has any questions. If not, is there a motion to close?
I motion to close the public hearing for Thomas Lewis of TEC Associates.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. All right. Thank you, Mr. Lewis. I think we'll probably be able to render a decision this evening.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, you too. The next item on our agenda is a 7:10 public hearing. Leon Boss, a request for determination of applicability to construct a shed behind a single-family home at 19 Nancy Drive. Is there a motion open?
Motion open.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. Mr. Boss?
Actually, Michael O'Neill, I reside at the residence. Mr. Boss is my father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Please join us. You can have a seat. So we have, who prepared the drawings?
I did.
Okay. So the only thing, I think you did a great job on the shed drawings. The only thing I think I was looking for was, something, indicating the distance between where you want to put the shed and I guess the wetland area, behind the house at 19 Nancy Drive.
I did go on a site visit a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And I found that it was within the buffer zone. I have the information on my computer. It was, I believe, I want to say, it was in the 50-foot range.
Okay, all right.
So it was close to the wetland. It was delineated by, I think there was like a condo complex on the other side of it. It had already the blue delineation flags up, so
Okay,
easy to figure out how close it was.
so you think about 50 feet?
Yeah, in some areas it's probably 50 feet, some are in the 60ish, but no more than 60.
Okay, now is this something you're not buying a kit, right? You're constructing this freehand?
No, this is definitely built by me.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, okay. You're gonna put these what, on cinder blocks or,
No, there'll be 4-foot pairs.
oh, they will be pierced?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think I know that, I don't know what the town's policy is now, but for some reason, if you put it on cinder blocks, it was considered a temporary structure.
Right.
But if you put it, had a foundation or had piers, then they considered it, I guess, more permanent, and it could certainly affect your tax bill at some point when they're reassessed, but any of this.
I have some pretty heavy equipment that might be stored in there, so I figured that would be the safest bet.
I think that's probably right. So when would you like to get started building this?
ASAP.
Okay. That's direct. The area where you want to put the shed, is it fairly level?
Yeah, it's probably, I want to say, it's probably maybe a 1 foot drop in 12 feet,
Okay.
and it's level to 24 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna just make sure your shed's level by adjusting it on the piers.
Absolutely.
And how many piers are you gonna install?
I'm thinking because of the extra weight, I think I'm gonna do 8 of them,
And how far down are you gonna go?
4 feet.
Okay. Set in concrete?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And there's no reason why you need to come close to the wetland area, is there?
No.
Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions. Any questions? Right, Ricky?
Would it be possible to use, what are they called? Helical piers or pylons instead?
I'm not really.
Familiar.
I know what they are.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with the text on that. I've always built my stuff on top of concrete piers
Yep.
before. I have also used the screw-in ones that they call, the ones that go straight down.
Correct. Yes,
The-
that's more of kind of what I'm referring to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was thinking the helical ones that go sideways like
not
that.
those ones.
I have
Screw-ons.
thought of that.
Okay.
My only concern with that is that the land that's there is very sandy, and the way those piers work is they have to hit that certain PSI.
Correct.
I don't think they'll ever hit that PSI in that
It would
land.
be a very far distance
Yes.
potentially.
Yes. And I've had that problem in the past with other jobs that I have done.
Yep. The location of the shed, I'm assuming, is in the backyard.
Correct. It's about 12 feet off the house.
And you're going to probably use, how are you digging out the holes?
I'll probably do it by hand. I might rent the auger, but
Okay.
chances are I'll probably do it.
Postal digger?
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Okay, just
In
to
my-
stand,
in
stand
my
behind the auger.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very loose soil there, so I think an auger will make quick work
Okay.
of it.
And what will you do with the soil that you take out of the holes?
Most of it will probably be packed back in again. I do have an area that I have like holes in my yard where chipmunks and everything have made some damage and stuff in the yard. So a lot of it will be used to fill those holes in. I get certain areas of the yard that need some patching and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, I have a good plan for that stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Michelle, any questions? Michelle,
Sorry,
that's okay.
sorry. No, I don't have any questions.
All right. Any questions from the audience? There being none, is there a motion?
I motion to close the public hearing for
19 Nancy Drive.
19 Nancy Drive. Where's that sheet?
There it is. Is there a second?
Got it.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Thank you. Opposed, it's a vote. All right. Well, thank you for coming, and we should render a decision this evening.
All right, very good. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Being so efficient tonight. Okay, let's do the minutes.
What is it? It's okay.
Page 2, where it says Douglas Dillon was presented to represent tow projects. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was 2 or.
No, now it's changing.
I have no changes.
That's all I have.
Gentlemen, anything?
Fifth paragraph, the third page, fourth page. Ms. Bickford had visited the site.
It's another mistake. I'll fix that.
Yes.
Just one spell check.
I do read these over. This is
Look at them all the time.
Mark, anything?
Nope.
Michelle, any changes?
Nope, not that I can see.
Okay, in that case, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes for June 10, 2026 as amended?
I motion to accept the meeting minutes.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. All right. So I'm going to take, this is technically out of order, but I wanted to discuss the enforcement order for 4749 Rockland Road. So, and I think I forwarded the email to you, Nat, from Travis Brown. You're looking like I have 3 hands.
refresh my memory.
So, I believe there were erosion control measures, unless I'm thinking of a different, maybe it's a different.
You were thinking of a different project.
So never mind, it's on me. So in any event, I know Mr. Bird is here. Who else is here? MM. Who's MM?
It's the Spanish one.
Moranis?
I just don't know who that person is. So we've got, thank you. We've got Mr. Marinus, we've got Attorney Broder, and we've got some of the abutting neighbors. So where should we start? Shall we start with Michael, Mr. Marinus?
Good evening.
Good evening. So you're aware of the issues that were taking place at the property after we actually closed the public hearing for the order of conditions. Have you had a chance to review the site and the concerns of the abutters?
Yes, I was on site a week and a half ago, and I met with 2 representatives of the town at the time.
Okay. Matt, were you one of them?
Yes, this was during that DEP meeting. We also discussed the enforcement order then.
Okay. So do you have a sense of what needs to be fixed?
Yes, we had a conversation. The issue is that there is a significant amount of runoff coming from the unpaved parking area in the southwest, coming down the hill, around the corner, down the driveway, and towards the existing wetlands immediately adjacent to the southwest developed area.
Okay. And what's your proposed solution for the problem?
So when I met with the representatives of the town, we discussed lining the edge of the entry road with silt fence for about 100 feet and then backing that up with some hay bales.
Okay. Do you believe that it's been represented to us that the way that problem can be solved is by actually completing the work that was proposed under the order of conditions, which currently is under appeal? Do you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. The design intention there is to pave the entire parking area, as you know, so that's going to eliminate the sediment that's running off. And then we're proposing a curb around the parking area with an inlet at the end of the curb and a trench drain that's going to serve to collect all of the runoff that comes off of that existing parking area and collects it into a proposed detention area. So the combination of the paving the parking area, the curb, and the proposed drainage system will collect all of that runoff that we're discussing.
Okay. Attorney Broder, any comments?
No, Mr. Chairman, I have nothing to add.
Thank you. And there's another gentleman who I can't really see his name.
Geo? Or,
I think that's 5 Friday.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Cradle.
Oh, okay. Well, sir, we'll get to you in a minute. Okay, thank you. Any comment from the peanut gallery?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you call me something else?
Mr. Daly?
We just, I don't know if you've had any discussions with Mr. Chandler. He had the work done when he was in for the meeting for that area,
Mm-hmm.
and he paid to have it done. And then nothing was done, and now it's all filled back in.
I'm not sure what work you're referring to.
The work with the mud coming down off the hill.
Okay. But you understand what their position is on this, right? They're saying that they cannot fix the problem because the order conditions that we issued has been appealed by your group to DEP, and I have no idea. That's not true?
I don't think so. Because at the last meeting, didn't you tell them that it had nothing to do with the DEP?
I didn't say that. I said, all right,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
let's back up a bit,
Okay.
okay? We had a storm event in mid-May,
Right.
and we saw the pictures and everything. I believe the position of the applicant is that the fix for that problem, and we've had this actually came before us, I think, on that issue 3 years ago, maybe even longer than that.
Okay.
The way you alleviate that, which is what Mr. Marinus has just said, is by basically completing the work under the order of conditions. Mr. Broder, or Attorney Broder, said they are precluded from doing that work because there was an appeal issued by your group to DEP for a superseding order. I know that there was, and just the question was asked at the last meeting, well, why weren't you notified? And my response was, and this is absolutely true, that's DEP's within their jurisdiction. That's their show, and to the point where I'm not even sure how we found out about it, but we attended, or I think you attended that site meeting. But in terms of what the process is and what they're going to do with it, and how long it's going to take for them to review the filings in this case, our order, and whether or not they feel are sufficient grounds to issue a superseding order, I can't speak to that because I honestly don't know. I don't know how many how many appeals for superseding orders have been submitted to the central region office, and I don't know how long it takes for them to process those. So I think what we had addressed or asked for was, I guess, a temporary fix while your appeal is pending, and it seems like that's what's been done. So I think for the time being, all we can do is keep our eye on the situation. Although I think we desperately need rain. The fact that there has been no rain, I think, suggests that it won't reoccur. At least, and if it does reoccur, then I don't know what the solution is. I really don't.
We were under the understanding that they couldn't do anything on the property except that.
I think that was the issue that I had raised with Attorney Broder.
Right.
But I think if they're saying that the fix for that situation is part of the order of conditions that you've appealed, I see a catch-22 there. So in response to your question, I don't have an answer for you. I don't know. I think if they've taken temporary steps to try to alleviate that situation, I think they've done that.
I don't think they have.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to suggest to you that, sometimes the path to disaster is paved with good intentions. Obviously your group felt that for whatever reason, you didn't like the order of conditions that we issued after 3 years of hearings, and so you decided to take an appeal. And you're absolutely right. I'm not criticizing you for that. You have a right to do it. But as a consequence of taking an appeal, they cannot complete their project. And it seems like if they completed their project, the problem where we issued the enforcement order would not have arisen or could be alleviated. So I don't have a good answer for you. So all I can say to you is we'll keep our eye on the situation and keep our fingers crossed it doesn't reoccur.
Our appeal didn't necessarily disagree with everything you folks had done.
Your appeal, frankly, was not very detailed. In fact, what I saw was, again, I don't know what DEP is going to do with it. I don't know what questions they asked when they did the site walk. I don't even know the name of the the person at DEP is reviewing this. It might be helpful to find that out. Brianna, have you talked to her?
I can't.
Why?
Because when we appealed, only the abutter could appeal,
Who is the abutter?
Mr. Chandler.
Has Mr. Chandler talked to Brianna?
Yes.
He was present for the meeting.
Okay, right, but he's not here tonight. Do you know, I know it's hearsay, but this is not a court. Do you know what they discussed?
Um,
And if you don't, that's fine.
I know that he's the only one that can have any dealing with it.
Okay,
What happened was, and we went to the site. We were invited by the DEP, us two and Mr. Chandler.
okay,
When we got to the site, there was other people in the town that showed up.
okay.
And I think that she became kind of, I don't say threatened, but hesitant by all the people. So
Okay.
she made a determination that one from the property, which is Mr. Chandler, two from the town, which is Paul and Nat, and then a representative from the applicant.
Okay,
And those are the people that were allowed in, which I don't have a problem with that.
okay.
All right?
Mhm.
But, I don't know, we were just under the assumption that we could still appeal. What we were appealing was previous work. Okay,
What
and
previous work?
some 3 years ago, when they didn't have permits, when they did all the work, when they filled in the wetlands, when they cut down the trees, when they did all this work without even notifying anybody.
You know, I'm not gonna give you an opinion on that. I mean, and really, it's up to DEP to decide whether or not that's a sufficient basis to grant your appeal.
So that's our appeal.
Okay,
Our appeal is that there's 26 conditions that you people were nice enough to find.
well, we normally issue special conditions, and
Right.
whenever we issue an order, a notice
Our
of
appeal
intent.
that we discussed with them was everything prior 3 years ago, when no one did anything, not specifically you, but there was no work, he just did
So-
whatever he wanted.
All right, so if that's the case, then you don't have an objection to the order of conditions we issued? You can't have it both ways.
No, I guess for the 26 items, I don't have an objection. But I have an objection on everything that they were allowed to do
Before
before.
they filed their notice of intent with us.
Right. Because they
Okay,
worked out there for 2 years with no permit.
I suspect that's a different issue.
Well, that's what we appealed.
Okay, well, maybe that needs to be expressed to DEP, because,
Yes.
well, if that's the case, then it sounds like the owner of Rockland Road can go ahead and proceed with the work we approved.
I believe the DEP told them that they could only work on the part that you had trouble with.
Well, no one from DEP has contacted us.
Okay.
So if that's true, then and we can call, and if I have Brianna's number, I'll call her tomorrow if I have time, and I'll say, what's up? I'm gonna say, are you telling, the abutters that that the applicant can perform work described in their order of conditions to alleviate the problem that we issue the enforcement order on?
Not the order of conditions.
It was the last order
With Mr. Chandler.
with Mr. Chandler.
That you brought him in and said that you got a complaint that
Well-
he was building a dam.
Right, I understand that.
Okay?
All right.
I'm not arguing.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
Mr. Chairman?
yes, please, bail me out here, Todd.
This is Mike Marinas. I just want to let you know that I specifically asked that question during the meeting with DEP, and they told us no work.
Wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, I can just add a little bit. If you think about what the whole point of this is, right? We were requesting permission to do the work. Your commission issued that order, which gives us permission to do that work.
Correct.
But now that it's on appeal with DEP, that whole process has got to stop. It's like the approval isn't done yet. It hasn't gone through the last possible appeal. And so until that time, unless DEP gives us a direct order that says that we can proceed with the work under XYZ conditions, we can't do anything. We'd be in violation of you know, we don't have an order. We don't have an order.
I can take care of that tomorrow.
Well, I think,
I mean, Mr. Chandler can notify her that this is what they want to do, and we'll see what happens.
Mr. Chairman, the appeal has to be withdrawn, otherwise we're going nowhere with this. I don't think DEP is going to decide upon anything in the next 3, 4, 6 months even, potentially. We have no idea how long it will take. So for the meantime, you're right, we put those temporary measures in place so the erosion wouldn't happen.
so, and I've never been, I think I was involved in a DEP appeal many years ago. Do you know if mediation is offered by DEP when an appeal is filed? Attorney Broder?
I'm not sure, Mr. Chairman. I'm sure that at some point we could get to that point, but the DEP representative on the day of the walkabout didn't want to speak to us as counsel. So actually my colleague was out there and he stayed off the site and stayed away from the DEP agent because that wasn't the discussion she was willing to have. But
Okay.
my understanding is that they will sort of take this up in the nature of their business, whenever that is. I think you made reference. We have no idea when that will be. 3 months, 6 months, who knows? And really the only thing that was listed on the appeal as grounds for the appeal was something about, that the commission should have issued fines or something like that for the work that had been done, which, I don't even know if that's an appealable item, frankly, but
Yeah.
DEP hasn't addressed it yet, and they have not, communicated with us on the matter as well. I think there's going to be a hearing at some point in the next few months.
Okay.
She's been in contact with the town.
What I would like her name and I'd like her phone number,
I can get that for you.
and then what I will do is I will have a conversation with her and see if I can, make any headway. So why don't we do this? Why don't we continue this to our next meeting on July 8th? And hopefully,
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, respectfully, the issue of the enforcement order, I think, is just about, putting the measures in place so that this doesn't happen, erosion doesn't happen. I hate to keep, having the applicant spend the money on coming back for the hearing when we're not even sure, what the process is going to be.
well,
I would certainly accept written communication from the commission that we're in, that you've been ordered by DEP or something to that effect that allows us to do the work or some items of the work. I mean, we could do that. I kind of hate to keep showing up for a hearing. I don't even know what we're going to discuss.
understood. Well, what I'm hoping is that once, because we've never had any direct communication with them about this, and to be honest with you, I don't know if she'll talk to me. It'd be nice if she did, but I'm going to reach out to her, propose, and basically lay it out for her, and then hopefully get some guidance from DEP on whether your installation of the erosion control measures is sufficient to satisfy the enforcement order pending resolution of the appeal. And what I can do,
I guess maybe we're picking this too much apart, but DEP at this point really has nothing to do with your enforcement order.
no, they don't. No, they don't. But what I'm hearing from the abutters is that for some reason we need, I need clarification, and I'm not getting clarification. Mr. Chandler, who has the most knowledge among the abutters, is not present tonight, and I have had no communication with DEP about this issue. In order to get some clarity here, I'd like to have a conversation with them if they'll talk to us. So why don't we do this? We'll continue this generally, pending some clarification from DEP. And then, we can get in touch with you. We know how to reach you, and we'll let you know if what you've done at the site. Again, speaking solely for myself, I think what you've done has addressed the issue. for the time being. And I see these as separate issues. But I'm also told by Mr. Marinus that if they're allowed to do the work that we approve, it will eliminate this issue in its entirety, or at least it should. So why don't we do this? We're going to continue the enforcement order generally, pending, I'll try to get some clarification from DEP. And I'll be very honest with you, if I don't get the clarification I think we should get, then I'm comfortable and the board will discuss it, making a decision on whether you've met the requirements for us to vacate the enforcement order. How's that?
That sounds great.
All right. All right. Thank you very much for coming or attending.
Can I just add something
Please.
through the chair?
Yes.
I just want everybody to kind of recognize the fact that we're all hopefully trying to protect the environment here. Like, that's why we're all here tonight, right? To protect that environment. So let's both parties try and keep that in mind when we're trying to get a resolution to this project, okay? All of us. Because that runoff, like there was just rains recently. Was there any runoff that you saw? The rain that came like this week?
Yes.
Or is it just, there was runoff? Okay. So,
And not to muddy the water.
Very funny.
No, but we were under the assumption that they could work on that area specifically, that was it, through the town. That's what we were led to believe. Whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent.
By whom? By us?
The DEP on that Saturday walkthrough. Somebody asked,
Did, for the love of God, did anyone, are there any minutes? Did Brianna or anyone, do a memo or a summary of what happened at the site meeting?
I took internal minutes.
Okay, wonderful. But it was DEP's hearing or meeting, for God's sake, right?
right,
You think they would keep a record of it?
totally agree.
All right. Yeah, I have a lot of questions here. So in any event, we're done for tonight.
That's fine.
I'm going to hopefully get some clarity from DEP, and we'll be in touch.
What would you like us to do for you, other than go away?
You read my mind.
I know. No, can I have someone call you? Can I have someone send you a note? I'll do whatever you want us to do.
We know how to get in touch with you, and we will. Seriously.
And I'm not being sarcastic. Just that Mr. Chandler was ordered that he's the only person that can,
Not by us.
I know, I agree.
Honestly, I think that's ridiculous, but, in any event. So, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
There are probably better things you'll be doing tonight. I don't know if the Red Sox are playing, although they're not that great this year.
They already lost.
Really?
Yeah.
They lost.
Okay.
Thank you for your.
Well, come then, all right. You're welcome. All right, so, Attorney Broder and Mr. Marinus, nothing is scheduled, and if, as I said, if, based on my conversation with DEP, I feel that we can vacate the enforcement order, we will let you know.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, finally. 5 Friedel Street. So we took a walk there. We have a letter from Mr. Kravosky. My only concern is that, so, sir, your property slopes at the back on the side, which is right near the stream there, or the brook. And I'm just concerned, I don't know what steps you're gonna do to stabilize the area, but it was very rocky. It seemed to have sandy soil. And I just have concerns about material just washing into the brook. So I don't know if you have a plan for that, if you're gonna talk to a landscaper about how to stabilize that that portion of the site, now that, you know, you're gonna, and I know you reduced the size of your project to basically the footprint of the previous house there. But I think we need more information concerning what you're gonna do to stabilize that portion of your property.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is on Friday, well, I have a machine there now, and we're in the process of removing those rocks.
Okay.
On Friday, I'm getting loam delivered, and we're gonna spread loam all around the back and the side there where the old garage was, and we're gonna put grass seed.
You need, sir, I'm just speaking for myself, but I think you need to put in erosion control measures. You need to put up a sill fence, or you need something to act as a, because I think it's very easy for that material, in the absence of any sort of barrier, to get into the brook. Ricky, what do you think?
Okay, we have a silt fence installed now.
Do you have it around the perimeter where the garage was?
Yes, we do.
We do.
It was there on that walkthrough. It's been there the whole time.
Okay. Trying to pick.
So there, we have an entrenched silt fence with a hay bale running in front, and it's going around the whole property.
Yeah.
We know how many pictures do we? All right, well, I guess what we'll do then, sir, is, you say you're gonna have loam delivered on Friday?
Yes.
Okay, and then what's your plan after that? You're just gonna spread it out and then seed it?
Yeah, we're gonna remove all the rocks first,
Okay, they're all up.
and then we're gonna spread all that out and seed it. And I brought that concern up to Glenn too, after we had that walkthrough, and that's what he said the fix is and what we need to do.
Through the chair, I talked to Glenn the following day. That was this exact same order too, except for the roof gutter situation. He said to have the gutters drain to behind the property as well, to more of like a smaller riprap scenario for the drainage to.
Well, we're gonna need an amended plan for that.
Okay.
So, you know what would be good? If we continued this to our meeting on July 8th, and maybe Mr. Kravosky could attend. Maybe you could suggest that to him?
Yeah, he was supposed to be here tonight, and he called me at like 4 o'clock and said that he wasn't able to make it. So
Was he gonna be in Spencer or something?
Dudley, did he say Dudley? I think he said Dudley.
One of those towns.
Yeah.
We kind of.
But the intent was for him to be at this meeting tonight.
Well, when you have a chat with him, suggest him that his intent should be to attend our meeting on July 8th.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Thank you. All right,
All right.
we're making progress here, so hopefully we can just resolve this once and for all at our next meeting.
Yeah, that's what I would hope for too.
Okay, well, thank you for attending tonight.
All right, have a good night, guys.
You too.
Thank
Bye.
Sounds like Glenn.
So tell me about the site meeting again at Rockland Road.
Yes.
It sounds like it was kind of a fiasco.
It wasn't that bad. We went out there. There was a crew of concerned citizens.
Probably because of the truck traffic, right? Mostly?
That was part of the discussion. The main bulk of the meeting, we were on site. It was mostly just going over what had gone through the Conservation Commission over the past 3 years and what has led to the delays and this and that. Followed by Brianna and I went through a walk along the perimeter where the wetland flag is, because she was informed by, I think it was Ecotech, that there was some fill in part of the wetlands. We went and confirmed that. Walked the wetland flags during part of this. Paul and I believe Mike Marinus were discussing about putting up the silt fence during where that runoff was getting into. That's where we discussed like, yeah, the 100-foot of silt fence that should avoid the runoff from getting into the brook, creek, tail race, whatever we want to call it.
Right.
After this, we kind of split off. It was Brianna, Paul, and I went to kind of have a rundown with the abutters and other residents about what was discussed. And we learned about how long the process would take. Brianna said a little longer, just with the amount of material she has to go over, probably be around like 4 months until they come to a conclusion.
4 months.
Yes.
By that time, it's snowing.
October?
Not.
October?
So this was
Oh.
June 11th.
Yeah, that's true.
4 months is.
So
God, I hope not.
You never know, but.
That would be surprising. All right. I mean, okay. Well, I think I need to have a chat with her.
yeah, I can send you her information.
Thank you.
I took an internal meeting minutes for myself. If you'd like, I can send those along to you.
Yeah, because I would like to think she must have done a memo when she got back to the office. I mean, we'll never see it, but
Yeah, she did say that like communications are gonna stay in this one email chain between her, Mr. Chandler, myself, Paul. So it's the communications is with like
see, I think I need to be added to that that email.
yeah, I can ask her.
Well, I'll ask her. Don't.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. So we've got some decisions to make. We've got an order of conditions to issue for Massed Futures, and then. But before we do that, let's do the others. So for Tech Associates, the request for determination of applicability. Is there a motion?
That was the, B&W.
The
B&W.
herbicides.
Huh.
I would only have a standard order of conditions for that one.
Well, do you even want, I mean, with the request for determination, we either, if we give them a positive determination of applicability, then they have to file a notice of intent. If we issue a negative determination, that means that they don't have to file. I can tell you that based on previous filings by the P&W to do their vegetation management plan, we have issued negative determinations. So, I mean, and again, if that's what you want to, if that's your motion, that's fine. We can pretty much expect them to submit the same information, but I'll leave it to you. So it's up to you.
Through the chair.
Yes.
Hi. That's why I like coming to the meetings. I can raise my hand. Anyways,
I can't see you, Michelle. And besides,
I know.
the picture you sent.
I look like Quasimodo right now, though. So no.
So-
Anyways,
So who punched you in the face?
it's because I've been playing in the dirt and then rubbed my eyes, and now I have an eye infection.
That's
It's bad.
Okay.
Anyways, can we, if whatever we do, can we ask the town commissioner, you know, like we have the town person, like that, whoever sends out those robocalls to the town, whenever they do the spray, can we ask them to let us know instead of like, I don't know anybody who reads a newspaper anymore, to be completely honest with you. Like I know nobody who does that. So can we ask like the town to like send out that robocall saying that they're going to be spraying
How about
like this herbicide?
I'll do you one better.
What?
Well, I'm going to tell you. We could issue, I'm just suggesting this, we could issue a negative determination of applicability, but conditioned on the P&W giving, making sure that notice is given to not both the town and the abutters before any herbicides are applied.
I think that would be fantastic because I appreciate the fact that he's saying that this isn't a big deal, but those herbicides look pretty gross. And that train does run behind, like it runs close to homes and pets.
I understand that. He also said that the railroad has a 99-foot right-of-way. So, I mean, I take your point. I think out of an abundance of caution, notification definitely needs to be made. But anyway, that would be my suggestion. But again, the commission can do as it sees fit. So is anyone
So
on motion?
that's my point.
My recommendation is for Michelle to take lead on this one.
I don't know how to word that.
What's that?
So a negative determination, right? So that we can have them notify abutters.
Conditioned on advance notification to both the town and abutters where the herbicide is being applied.
Perfect. Yeah, that.
Okay, is beautiful. So glad you did that. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. All right. And then for Mr. Boss, is there a motion?
I vote a negative determination on that one.
So is that your motion?
Yes.
Do you want to impose any conditions?
That if you do a negative determination, can I impose conditions?
Well, yes, we just did that for the P&W.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
In the past, what we've done is we've issued negative determinations, provided that, in other words, in order to get the negative determination, you have to do some affirmative things.
All right, negative determination provided that he puts up silt fence against the wetlands while work is being completed. And that he doesn't use any like crazy heavy machinery. How do you word that?
I feel like that was valid, but I will say, unless any of you guys know, I don't know what the wetland border is in that property because it's in his backyard.
I mean, it's just, basically bordering vegetative wetland, right?
Yeah, when I went out, there was no standing water, it like had dried up, but there were like the wetland flags out there. There were wetland plants.
Yeah, so it's not like there's a stream back there or anything like that. So it's just wetlands.
Yeah, it's damp in the spring.
You know,
Okay.
it's got hydric soils that are indicative of a wetland area.
So technically his backyard is wetland.
No,
Okay.
technically it's 50 feet behind where he wants to put the shed.
That's what it was.
That's where the wetland is.
Okay, understood.
I have a question, if I'm allowed to speak. I'm not sure how this all works.
Well, first of all, excuse me, can you identify yourself, and are you talking specifically about 19 Nancy Drive?
Yes, I am, and I just said I wasn't sure or familiar with the situation. This is Mary McGrail.
Where do you live?
I'm working on behalf of my mother, Mary Kavanaugh. I'm her power of attorney. We are at 17 Nancy Drive, right next door.
Okay.
So I missed the part because I was trying to log on and the information in the letter had changed, both phone number and the GoToMeeting link. So I missed when you guys had the discussion when my neighbors were there in front of you. So I just listened to the rest of the meeting. I haven't had to do or participate in any in the last, well, I haven't had to, but I have not participated as an abutter in a number of years. So again, new to the process. But I just had a question on what is the concern with the use of heavy machinery in his own backyard?
Well, we
Because
don't want
they have to
anything.
come in from the main road, they wouldn't be coming in the wetland area.
Well, first of all, Mary, I don't think the gentleman who's going to do the work is going to use heavy machinery. At least that's not my.
Yeah.
And like I said, I missed the part where he discussed his plans, so I was just curious why Michelle was concerned with that. I don't know how big the shed is.
Well, ma'am.
I don't know how big the shed he wants to put up is.
So, ma'am, that information is available on our website.
You know what? I'm sorry. Just to say, I'm sure I'm not the first one to say, the website is not the easiest. Even the link to where it said to confirm information, it just sends you to auburn.mass.gov. It doesn't send you anything further. You start clicking through, trying to find where to go, but that's a whole separate.
Hold on. Yeah, let's just cut to the chase. It's late and we're all tired. So I'm going to just
said the
answer that
same
question. I'm just going to answer that question. So I was saying that just in case. I've been doing this a while. And unfortunately, sometimes when people say things, it's not always what they mean. So if we put it in an order of conditions, that means they have to do it. So he is saying that he is only going to use an auger. I just want to make sure he's only going to use an auger, that he's not going to go in there with a backhoe. That's it. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
That's it.
And like I said, I wasn't able to log in to see his actual request or the discussion that had happened at that time. So,
yeah,
you know, I told them I would try and log in and participate and let them know as in a butter, which is why we got the letter.
Right.
We don't have an issue with it. So.
Okay.
That's great. And that's all I was saying. Unfortunately, like I said, we've been doing that. I've been doing this for a while, and I've seen a lot of different things where people come in and they say this is what they're going to do, and then they do something different. I've realized now that my words matter, that these conditions matter. And that's all I'm saying. Okay?
Sure, just was asking for clarification, that's all.
Okay.
Mary, do you have any other questions that we can answer for you?
No, that was it. I was more listening in to see how the process all works. Since I was finally able to log on, I wanted to see what else was, how it all works. So that was all.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Now,
So,
where are we with this?
well, the question was whether we wanted to condition a negative determination with perhaps, and I think you mentioned putting in erosion control measures.
Yes. Let's do erosion control measures just in case we get heavy rains again and it goes into those wetlands. I know he said it was sand. I don't know. I haven't been there. And again,
Actually, I haven't been there either, but I did look at the property on Google Maps, and it looks pretty flat there. So I think that's unlikely, and is
Okay.
not indicated.
Yeah.
The wetland area is a substantial distance away from both the house and about at least 50 feet away from where the shed's going to go.
Yeah, he's not building it right up against it.
Right.
He's building it pretty close to the house.
Yeah,
There wasn't any other site on the property that he could have built it.
So,
awesome.
okay, so Michelle's motion is for a negative determination of applicability conditioned upon the construction of erosion control measures behind the area of the work, that's behind the area where the shed's going to be constructed. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? It's a vote. Okay. And then finally, hopefully finally, for 615 Southbridge Street, is there a motion?
I motion to make I make a motion to issue a standard order of conditions
Plus any special conditions?
plus any special conditions.
Oh,
And I wrote them down just to get ahead of it.
okay, good.
So, but I do have a question for 14
Okay.
in the aspect of, because this is within a very close distance of the wetlands, is 14 necessary?
He did not request a waiver.
Okay.
I don't know that that's perennial though. And I don't think that is considered, I don't think it's subject to the Rivers Act.
I don't know the vegetation.
And actually, I mean, there is no construction on within the 25-foot buffer zone.
Isn't the concrete building? No.
I mean, we have the plan, right? Let's take a look at it, shall we? Didn't they amend the plan?
Yes, they changed it so that there's more parking spots and less buildings.
Yes, I think that's it.
So they presented to us last week.
Right, but the actual, the building is now within 25 foot of the BVW, is it?
I see edge, 25 feet, 50 feet. That is correct.
Not the big ones.
Yeah. You have to get a 95 plus.
So the wetlands we're talking about are the ones in the front of the property.
It's in the bowl.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's in bold. There's a 50-foot buffer marker outlined
Yeah, I see.
within that, so I assume halfway is 25 feet.
Basically, it's a gas station.
Yeah, this 25-foot buffer is the only one indicated. They don't show a 25-foot buffer, so I assume this would be 25 feet right here between the lines,
Yeah.
and so on, which is
Well, it
why.
looks like they're exactly at 25 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 19.
It says within the 25-foot buffer zone. So 25, it's gonna be less than 25 feet.
Okay.
So I think what we can do is, they didn't request a waiver. And I think what we can do is we can cater the special condition to make sure that no construction shall take place within the 25-foot buffer zone. You understand?
Yep, writing it down for when I say it.
Okay, perfect. I'm sorry, I'm just a little hoarse. All right, so have that.
All right, so I make a motion to issue a standard order of conditions plus special conditions of 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. It was 14, but I'll add that towards the end.
Okay.
15, 16,
Yep.
17, 18.
Yep.
I'll come back to this one. So 20,
Yep.
21,
Yep.
22,
Yep.
26,
Yep.
27. I'm still understanding 19. I don't think 19 counts.
No, I don't
right?
think 19
Yeah,
applies.
counts. 23, what's 23? 23. Uh, 23 is a tough one.
Well, we don't want it deposited, we want it removed. Right?
That's right, yeah. 23.
Well, no, I mean, the problem is it allows them to do that.
Okay, so I amend 23.
I don't think 23 applies at all.
Okay.
I don't want them to leave anything there.
Number 24.
Right?
25.
Okay.
And in addition to not have construction within the 25 buffer zone. I don't have any other numbers past 27.
Well, I mean, I think it can be structured, and there's gonna be an as-built plan submitted.
Which was, is that number?
It's actually number 2. So,
Yes.
what the condition I would put in is that, applicant shall under no circumstances, construct any building within 25 foot of the buffer zone or of the wetland area, period.
Second. Or,
Okay, well, it's your motion.
applicant cannot build within 25 feet, cannot build any building within 25 feet of the buffer zone, the wetlands. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Michelle, anything?
Nope, that sounds good to me.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
It's a vote. All right. And I think that's all we needed to do. Is there a motion to close?
Motion to
Or to adjourn?
To adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All right, it's a vote. All right, everyone, thank you very much. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend.